Good morning, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. I hope everybody is doing all right. Coach here at the coach's desk. And today I want to share a little bit about the power and gift of reevaluation and what that means for me, and hopefully how you can also think about reevaluation. So when I think about reevaluation, I think about something that I'm already doing, already involved in to a certain degree. It doesn't matter if I'm in it for 10% of the way, if I'm halfway through it, or if it's an ongoing circumstance in life that I have to revisit every so often. And so, for the purposes of this upload, I'm talking about reevaluation in your personal life as well as your professional life. So, reevaluation is a little more than reflection. I know I talk about reflection a lot, and if you haven't had a chance to go back and look at some of my other videos, particularly those in the December 2024 playlist, I think that would be a good place to start. But I talk about reflection a lot. So reevaluation is a little more added on top of that, not only reflecting on certain situations, but just taking stock of whatever it is you're doing. And since we're on YouTube, I'll use social media as an example. If you are a content creator, let's say you have a specific channel that's about a single topic and is not quite going the way that you thought it should go, maybe it's time to reevaluate that channel, and that will let you know what you are capable of doing. So what you have the power to do of to think differently if you feel you need to make a change. And once you think differently, if you haven't been following me, I'm a firm believer that you change your thinking, you change your behavior, and then you change your outcomes through the action that you take. So reevaluating a job, is it fulfilling? Have you been up for a promotion if that's what you desire? Is it bringing in the type of money that you would like to make for a sustainable living? The good thing about reevaluation and most things in life pertaining to how you move through your day to day is you get to either set the parameters for that, or you get to decide if you are going to accept the parameters that are put in place for whatever that thing is. So you definitely have the power to make changes if you don't like it. You have the power to choose different. You have the power to say, absolutely not. This is not what I want. You have the power to negotiate some things or renegotiate some things that were working in a particular season for you, but that no longer work. So that's part of reevaluation and the power that you have behind it. A lot of people think once you're in something, you kind of have to stay in it and you're stuck with it. Absolutely not. You get to take time, particularly if it's something that you have built, like a social media channel or a business that you have worked on. You just like businesses rebrand all the time. You can rebrand your social media channel. You can choose to work at a different job. All of that is power that's actually in your hands. And then the second part of reevaluation is the gift. And this is the piece that I think is most important. Reevaluation allows you to disconnect, it allows you to reconnect, or it allows you to broaden your network or your circle or shrink it down. So the gift of that is more personal, in my opinion. If there are business relationships, personal relationships that are not working, you're allowed to disconnect. There's a gift in that. You can say, this no longer serves me. What I thought it was going to be, it is not. This relationship, this job, this friendship has run its course, because I keep coming back to this thing about seasons. We move through life in seasons, and none of us know how long a particular season is going to be. But I feel like if you move through life, and I know this for a fact, so it's not only a feeling, I know for a fact that if you move through life with the perspective that seasons in life change and relationships do too, even though it may be difficult to kind of work through those stages, they're necessary. And sometimes the more we resist those things, the more difficult it can become. So the gift of reevaluation is, through that disconnection that may occur, you open up opportunities for brand new things to happen, including reconnections, some friendships that may have been lost, some relationships that may have fizzled out, some um not necessarily same jobs, but job or career opportunities that you thought may have been lost may circle around after you start to reevaluate some things, move some stuff around, develop a new perspective for experiences you've had since you were last in that relationship, friendship, job. Reconnection is possible. So I don't subscribe personally to the um, once you're done with something, be done with it and move on. For some life experiences that may have been traumatic, absolutely. We don't want to re traumatize ourselves or re traumatize others through revisiting experiences that we've been healed from. But if these are opportunities that fit into the current season of your life, then hell yes, reconnect. Okay. The last thing I think I'm going to discuss in this particular video about the gift of reevaluation is broadening your network. So if you're working on a particular project and you don't have what you need in your circle, reevaluation allows you to think, I think there are areas to be strengthened over here that I'm not an expert in. Let me call on somebody who may be able to help. Let me develop this business relationship with this person that may be able to help. I think sometimes we feel like we need to do it all ourselves. We need to have our hand in every little aspect of something that we are creating, which couldn't be farther from the truth. I'll tell you, I had a coaching um, call a while ago. I was meeting with this person, and we would kind of do maybe a weekly coaching call. And then, life happened, and that got cut, for several months. And then out of the blue, I received a message that they wanted to reconnect, to run some ideas by me, some things that they were are trying to put into the works, and wanted me to help kind of streamline thoughts around it. And so I said yes. So that just goes to show the ebb and flow of reevaluation in life, in seasons, all of these things coming together. These short uploads that I do just aren't, they don't provide enough time to go into detail, But I feel like if I give you the surface of some of what you can do when you sit down and reevaluate things that you're working on or relationships that you have in life, it may take you further down. These are good rabbit holes to go down. We say we go down the rabbit hole following drama, go down the rabbit hole following toxicity. No, go down the rabbit hole following things that are going to bring prosperity, those things that are going to bring new relationships and success for you, for your business, for your career, for whatever that thing is that you are working on. I will say that 2025 is speeding by. We are already in March. And not too long ago, we were in December talking about some of the things to consider for this year. So I will leave you with this a quote that I came across from Diane Ravitch, who is the former U.S. Assistant Secretary of Education. And the quote reads, "The person who knows how will always have a job, and the person who knows why will always be his boss." So that goes back to that remember your why thing. So if you are reevaluating and you consider why you started whatever it is in the first place, think about whether your outcomes and your day to day energy that you're putting into this thing still align with that. And if not, it may be time to make some changes. I wish you all nothing but the best, which is nothing but success. And until next time, I am away from the coach's desk. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Toodles.